From News Channel 15, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight. We are glad to be with you after the severe weather took power out at our studios yesterday, and we were unable to be with you last night. We're going to catch you up on what we had planned for you last night, as well as tonight's news headlines. Again, thanks for joining us. Here's a look at what's going on. Severe thunderstorms did rumble through the area last night, leaving all of our area under a severe thunderstorm warning at one point, and a tornado warning was issued in Wayne County, where significant damage was reported. WFIW says Wayne County emergency management teams called out to assess the damage. Director Jeff Jake saying the impact was widespread with evidence of straight line winds and possible storm convergence. The National Weather Service is sending a survey team to visit the area to determine if a tornado in fact touched down or not. You're looking at some photos from Aiden Eckleberry via his Facebook page. Now, Jake says one particularly alarming incident occurred where a resident was trapped inside a storm shelter after a tree fell and blocked the exit. There were uprooted trees and others that brought down power lines and various reports of property damage. Extensive roof damage was reported on the Burnt Prairie Blacktop southeast of Fairfield. A tree reportedly fell on a mobile home in Golden Gate. Wayne White Electric Cooperative crews have been working to restore power. Officials in Wayne County are urging anyone with storm damage to share photos to assist assessment efforts. And if you know of someone that has been displaced, you're asked to contact Wayne County EMA. They are coordinating support there through the American Red Cross. Meanwhile, in Wabash and Edwards counties, storms brought straight line winds, downing trees and power lines. Mount Carmel Public Utility crews were called out to restore power. No major reports of significant damage, though, were reported. Now, more severe weather is possible over the next couple of days. We'll have a complete look at the forecast here in a few minutes. A relationship between two arena football teammates has resulted in a company announcing plans to locate in Mount Carmel. In 2009, Mount Carmel's Luke Drone was a quarterback for the Peoria Pirates in the AF2 minor league for the Arena Football League. His center and roommate, Robert Powell, who had started 3 years at Purdue. Now fast forward to this year, and Powell is now a co-founder of Yellowbox, a leading-edge data center that is locating on 20 acres of land on the west side of Mount Carmel. Powell was at Monday's City Council meeting and talked about what Yellowbox is, telling station WSJD that a 40-megawatt data center will be built and bring several construction jobs and some 20 to 30 permanent jobs at the new center. Powell expects the ground to be broken there in about 6 to 8 months and the facility be up and running in about 2 years. Looking at area arrests tonight, a McLeansboro man was arrested after Carmi police caught him stealing copper wire. WRUL says that on Tuesday, Carmi officers were called to a report of a suspicious individual near the intersection of Staley and Hay Streets. 63-year-old Gerald Ford was arrested after they say he ran from police when he was found stealing copper wire belonging to Brent Edwards of rural Carmi. Ford is charged with theft over $500 and resisting a peace officer obstructing justice. Carmi police called to the White County Probation Office after an individual reporting for probation had visible red marks from a possible domestic situation. That individual was Serena Dunn, who filed a complaint for domestic battery. The aggressor, Starlet Dunn, her sister, was located at her home where she was charged with domestic battery and the aggravated battery of a pregnant woman. Meanwhile, Olney police report Thursday of last week they arrested 54-year-old Tracy E. Browning of Olney on a Macomb County, Michigan bench warrant in the 200 block of East South Avenue. Also last Thursday, OPD arrested 37-year-old Whitney R. Ash of Olney for driving suspended, unlawful possession of cannabis in a vehicle, and illegal transportation of alcohol after a traffic stop at Cherry and Jasper Streets. Also Thursday, they arrested 44-year-old Wesley W. Pride of Olney for driving while suspended following a traffic stop at Monroe and Richland. On Friday, OPD arrested both 44-year-old Jessica K. Oakes and 47-year-old Demetrius A. Woods, both of Olney, both for domestic battery after an investigation in the 1000 block of West Main. On Monday, OPD arrested 46-year-old Nicole L. Marshall of Lawrenceville for driving suspended after a traffic stop on Northwest Street. And also Monday, they arrested 41-year-old Samantha E. Miller of Lawrenceville for driving suspended, operating an uninsured vehicle, and operating a vehicle with suspended registration. That following a traffic stop at Main and Silver Streets. Tuesday, OPD arrested 21-year-old Dakota J. Wilson of Flora for driving suspended after a traffic stop on 130 at Herman, and also arrested 54-year-old Misty G. Kistner of Flora on a Richland County warrant for delivery of meth. The Wayne County Sheriff's Department arrested 35-year-old Nathan R. Watson of Fairfield Monday on a Wayne County failure to appear warrant on a possession of meth charge. They also arrested 21-year-old William R. Hudson of Albion on a Wayne County failure to appear warrant on a possession of meth charge. Also out of Wayne County, deputies arrested 45-year-old Holly Ann Lures of Fairfield Tuesday on a Wayne County failure to appear warrant on a charge of operating an uninsured vehicle. Friday, deputies responded to a call about a suspected domestic battery in Sisney. After interviewing the victim, who was being treated at Clay County Hospital, deputies arrested 22-year-old Mason R. Thomas of Sisney for aggravated domestic battery. Also Friday in Wayne County, 61-year-old Charles Murphy of Mill Shoals was arrested after a traffic stop after police recovered about 10 grams of suspected meth and $367 in cash. He was charged with possession with intent to distribute meth and possession of meth. On Saturday, Wayne County deputies arrested 32-year-old Emily A. Coombs of Fairfield on a charge of DUI after investigating a vehicle parked in the middle of the roadway in rural Wayne City. And deputies there arrested 20-year-old Tyler R. Willis of Albion Saturday on a Wayne County failure to appear warrant on an unlawful possession of a firearm without a valid FOID card charge. Fairfield police made 2 arrests over the weekend. Friday, arresting 39-year-old Matthew L. Russler of Fairfield, who's accused of assaulting a 68-year-old male in the roadway. Also Saturday night, they arrested 47-year-old Lance M. Jocelyn of Fairfield. He was found at a residence on Southwest 6th after violating an order of protection. Flora police made recent arrests as well. On Wednesday, April 16th, they arrested 31-year-old Brett S. Evans of Flora for domestic battery after an altercation on West North Avenue. Friday, the 18th, they arrested 45-year-old Jason W. Bissey of Flora on an outstanding Clay County warrant for resisting or obstructing a peace officer after an incident in the area of Presley Street. Last Friday, Flora police arrested 25-year-old Ethan K. Cosner of Flora for driving revoked after a traffic stop at North Elm and East 2nd Streets. And on Saturday, they arrested 59-year-old Janie L. Cruz of Louisville for retail theft after an incident in the 1500 block of North Worthy Street. Lawrenceville police on Tuesday arrested 63-year-old Adam Harrington. He faces charges of 2 counts of criminal damage to property and 2 counts of aggravated resisting a peace officer. And the Lawrence County Sheriff's Department arrested both 64-year-old Peggy Minderman of Vincennes and 32-year-old William Montgomery of Lawrenceville on possession of meth charges in separate incidents. Minderman was also served an out-of-county arrest warrant. In news from Wayne County Court on Tuesday, WFIW says 32-year-old Andy Bailey of Fairfield pled guilty to a charge of possession of meth dating back to April of last year. He was sentenced to 2 years in state prison, which will run concurrently with a sentence he's serving out of Washington County. 54-year-old Tanya Brinkley of Fairfield pled guilty to battery and was given a year of conditional discharge. 38-year-old Ronald Dunlap of Fairfield admitted to violating a previous 24 months of second chance probation on an original charge of obstructing justice. He was resentenced to a new 2-year term of probation. And 28-year-old Alexis Schock of Flora pled guilty to disorderly conduct in Wayne County and was placed on a year of court supervision. WFIW reports that Wayne County Crime Stoppers are offering a reward for tips relating to 2 recent thefts. Tommy Withrow reporting 2 trail cameras were stolen from a woods he owns. It includes a Tacticam 2.0 GPS cell camera. Lisa Wells reports a storage unit break-in with gray totes containing clothing being taken. Melinda New reports a camouflage Honda 4 Trax was stolen from her shed. If you have information, call or text the Wayne County Crime Stopper hotline at 842-9777. Your tip could lead to a monetary reward. The Grayville City Council met on Monday. WRUL says this Saturday, City Treasurer Sharon Walden was welcoming volunteers as the city works to get the swimming pool ready for the year ahead. Work will include painting the outside beginning at 8 a.m. Elsewhere, the water main replacement project is complete. Old mains have been capped and removed from service. The Albion Grayville Water Treatment Plant construction permit has been issued by the Illinois EPA. The grant application is imminent. And the council approved both the Memorial Day and Grayville Days parades and approved a renewal through Shepherd Insurance for gas liability. Commissioners also signed off on a special event liquor license for the Grayville Moose June 14th for their hog roast and also approved the street closure for that event. The council will then continue to meet on the second and fourth Mondays of each month at 7 p.m. Finally, the council did approve the Grayville Library board members as presented. The Carmi-White County School Board met last week in personnel matters. WRUL reports they accepted the resignations of Robin Winters as girls high school tennis coach and Rachel Phipps as junior high cheer coach. Pending background checks and certifications, 3 people were hired as elementary special ed aides, including Jennifer Gill, Grayson Huff, and Danielle Shepard. Holly Davis was hired as junior high cheer coach and Whitney Barbary as high school cheer coach. A group of concerned citizens have launched a petition to oppose the proposed location of a new wastewater treatment plant by the city of Lawrenceville. WAKO says that proposed site is at the location of the former Lawrenceville High School at 503 8th Street. The building there was sold by the school district in 2014. It caught fire and burned in 2017 and has sat untouched and vacant since. The city has gone to court to try to get the current owner to remediate the property. It's hoped that through legal avenues, the city can obtain the building and tear it down, which would clear the way for the new treatment facility. The petition, though, raises serious concerns about the potential negative effects the plant could have on public health, quality of life, and business in the area. The petition has already 195 signatures with a goal of it being at least 500 before being presented at the next City Council meeting on May 8th. In other Lawrence County news, Chevron Environmental Management Company has announced the return of tours and an open house at the former Texaco refinery property in South Lawrenceville. That'll be on Wednesday, May 14th from 4:30 to 7 p.m., beginning at Wishnick Park at 6th and Hickory Streets. Those who attend will be able to take a guided tour, which is currently an EPA Superfund cleanup site. Options regarding a cleanup plan for the about 990-acre site are under review. Tours will run continuously during those hours. There will also be a picnic dinner served at the park. Chevron is also expected to announce 3 college scholarships to be awarded to Lawrence County students through the Lawrence County Industrial Council. The Village of Norris City has received funding from the Illinois EPA's Public Water Supply State Revolving Loan Fund for Phase 4 of its water main replacement project. Norris City set to receive $955,000 to be repaid over 30 years, with over $678,000 of that loan being forgiven by the state ultimately. Plans call for replacing existing old and undersized water mains, existing 12-inch diameter raw water main, and manual read water meters, with new radio read meters for the village's service area. The West Salem Village trustees voted 5-1 Monday night to not cancel the lease for the local senior center building and to not offer any financial aid at this time, as had been requested by the Edwards County Council on Aging at last month's board meeting. WFIW reporting that trustee Chris Ray voted no. The ECCOA had claimed a $10,000 a month deficit for the past year at various meetings over the past month, but provided limited or redacted information to support that claim. Some information presented seemed to be contradictory, according to officials. A representative of ECCOA was not at Monday's meeting, but recently sent an email to West Salem Village Mayor Jeff Bradham informing him that they plan to continue operating the Village Senior Center without changes. Meanwhile, the building contract for use of the village-owned property with ECCOA ends sometime in the summer of 2026. Also out of Edwards County, Treasurer Jennifer Thomason says the 2025 mobile home tax bills were mailed out Monday. They'll be due July 31st. Payments can be made at the Edwards County Collector's Office at 50 East Main Street, Suite 11 in Albion. Monday through Friday from 8 to 4, or payments can be mailed to the previous address or dropped in the secure drop box on the northeast corner of the courthouse near the sheriff's office. For more information, contact the treasurer's office at 445-3581. And the city of Albion, in partnership with Sunrise Sanitation, has announced the annual spring citywide cleanup will be Friday, May 2nd. That's this Friday. The service is exclusively for Albion City residents. To participate, you must place all acceptable items neatly at the curb no later than the evening before your scheduled cleanup day. Items that do not meet the guidelines will not be collected. Items not accepted include things like yard waste, rock, concrete, and construction materials, metal or wood fencing, tires, wet paint cans, car parts, lawn mowers, and small engine components. No electronic devices will be accepted. Employees will not sort through materials, so if any unapproved item is placed on top of approved items, none of that material will be picked up. To ensure efficient pickup, residents are encouraged to place smaller items in boxes or bags. All small items must be bagged for pickup. And finally, McLeansboro Police Canine Polo will receive a bullet and stab protective vest thanks to a charitable donation from the nonprofit organization Vested Interest in Canines Incorporated. Polo's vest will arrive within 10 weeks. Vested Interest in Canines, established in 2009, is a charity organization whose mission is to provide bullet and stab protective vests and other assistance to dogs of law enforcement and related agencies throughout the United States. Vested Interest in Canines accepts tax-deductible contributions for any amount. For more or to donate, visit www.vik9s.org. And stay with us. We've got to look at your weather forecast straight ahead. We'll outline that chance for more severe weather and then talk sports. Stay with us.
At Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center, we believe that sometimes a helping hand is all it takes for seniors to get their lives back on track. Our dedicated team of healthcare professionals are here to offer guidance and support, helping navigate the unique health and lifestyle concerns faced by seniors. Whether dealing with feelings of anxiety, loneliness, or unresolved grief, struggling with changes in mood or concentration, or coping with health-related challenges, we're here for you. Call Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center at 618-263-9116.
Life doesn't slow down for busy families. From early practices to late night games, every moment matters. That's why First National Bank offers online tools to fit into your schedule no matter how hectic it gets. From mobile banking to quick check deposits, First National Bank makes it easy to keep up with life and stay on top of your finances. No matter the schedule, First National Bank keeps you in the game.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Illinois lawmakers are back in Springfield to finalize a new budget for the coming fiscal year as the General Assembly winds down its spring session. Join Illinois lawmakers and the Capital News Illinois team of veteran State House reporters with weekly on-the-scene coverage through adjournment at the end of May. Illinois lawmakers, now a public service of Capital News Illinois.
Welcome back. Time to talk weather. We saw the severe storms that wreaked havoc yesterday across the area, and there was some heavy rainfall too. You see that heavier swath that crossed over Highway 50 and north of there. A couple of inches of rain fell, prompting some flash flood warnings in that area. Pretty much less than an inch throughout the rest of the region with the rainfall in the last 24 hours. We do have a severe risk in play for the rest of the day. A slight risk, level 2 of 5, a severe thunderstorm risk for pretty much all of our regions still tonight. Can't rule out an isolated severe storm again, and half of our area will be under that slight risk tomorrow. On your Thursday, where we see again parts of very southern Edwards, Wabash, and eastern Lawrence counties in that slight risk. Also, White County points to the west will be in the level 1 marginal risk for severe weather. Damaging winds appear to be the primary threat. Numbers today, 76 degrees. It was a mostly cloudy sky, but some peaks of sun at times. 56 our low this morning. No rain picked up in our gauge since midnight. We did see a pretty good dousing of showers yesterday. Pausing the map here before we put it in motion tonight. This at 6 o'clock this evening, forecasting a broken line of shower and thunderstorm activity that will begin moving in here tonight. As we put things in motion, you'll see that this line kind of dies out a little bit as it moves to the area, but still some overnight near daybreak showers on your Thursday. Another wave moving through on Thursday morning into the afternoon, and then hit and miss shower chances will be on and off the board on Thursday. As we move into Friday morning, you see clouds, and then I'll note kind of two different waves. One that forms kind of just to the east of the area, the other back here to the west. This is as of 7 o'clock on Friday morning, so 7 p.m. Friday evening, I should say. And so it could be another overnight event Friday night into Saturday with that severe weather risk out there. As far as rain still to come, we're still looking at somewhere around a half to 3/4 of an inch of rain throughout much of the area through 7 o'clock on Friday night. Your forecast maps overnight tonight, those scattered showers and thunderstorms, some severe storms can't be ruled out. Overnight lows will be in the low 60s. Then for Thursday, again, a mix of sun and clouds, but those showers and thunderstorms, more clouds than sun, can't rule out severe storms, highs in the mid-60s. For your Thursday night into Friday, again, showers and thunderstorms possible, upper to mid-50s for the highs. And then on Friday, we'll see again, showers, thunderstorms. Some severe storms can't be ruled out, highs in the low 70s. We'll finally push the rain out of here at around noontime on Saturday. We will see some sun, upper 60s though for the high, and then sunshine the rest of the week and into the weekend and the rest of next week so far as highs get back in the 70s. That's your forecast. We'll talk sports next.
Get freedom of choice at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a Ford Bronco up to $20,000 off and get a new 2025 F-150 with payments as low as $542 a month. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. You have freedom of choice at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2025 Jeep Wrangler with payments as low as $304 a month and 2025 Grand Cherokee L as low as $479 a month. Come in today or go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Have your weather radio, have a flashlight with batteries in it, make sure your cell phone's charged, know where you're going to go when bad weather hits. Go to the lowest interior room in your house and wait the storm out. After the storm, if your power's out or if there's any kind of dangerous situation or anything like that, call Mount Carmel Public Utility Company. As you go outside to survey the damage a little bit, just make sure to stay away from down power lines.
Hi, my name is Rylan Robb. I am from Albion, Illinois, and I am a radio TV major here at Wabash Valley College. From broadcasting all sorts of sports games to producing my own TV show and radio show, the hands-on experience is as much as you want to do with it. In terms of the program itself, I think it's really special. It's really like almost a little family in a way, and it's really been really nice being able to experience the things I have with people that genuinely appreciate it with me.
Welcome back. It's time now to finish up tonight with a look at sports. Mount Carmel High School Athletic Director Kyle Buss has announced that in the past, MCHS has hosted a free sports physical day in partnership with Wabash General Hospital. However, Buss says he's been notified that WGH will not be conducting free physicals this year at MCHS, which means that all students planning on playing sports next school year must obtain a physical from their primary care physician. The completed physical must be turned into the school before the student would be allowed to practice with your teams this fall. Turning our attention to scores in high school baseball yesterday in the Black Diamond, Edwards County beat El Dorado 9-1. Meanwhile, from Monday, Carmi beat Mount Carmel 10-0. Olney beat Sisney 15-10. Flora beat Brownstown St. Elmo 9-2. Waltonville Cesar-Valier beat North Clay City 5-4. In the Little Illini, Casey beat Lawrenceville 4-3. Newton beat Marshall 7-2. In the Cahokia, Salem beat Roxana 3-0. In the Greater Egyptian, Pope County beat NCOE 6-0. And in the Midland Trail, Red Hill beat Weber 8-1. High school softball from Monday, Mount Carmel blanked Grayville 15-0. Carmi beat Massac County 10-9. Edwards County beat Robinson 8-6. Fairfield blanked Gallatin County 15-0, and Lawrenceville beat Cumberland 7-6. In the National Trail, South Central beat North Clay City 10-1. Yesterday, Edwards County picked up a forfeit win from El Dorado. In high school track from Monday at the Mount Carmel Quad, on the boys' side, the Aces finished first at 114.5, Lawrenceville second at 47, Red Hill third at 31.5, Sisney fourth at 29. On the girls' side, Mount Carmel first at 105.5, Lawrenceville second at 58, Red Hill third at 36.5, Sisney fourth at 34. Girls' track Monday at Robinson, T-Town first at 78, Newton second with 65, Robinson third, and at Christopher, Hamilton County placed fifth out of the 6 teams running with 32 points. Girls high school soccer from Monday, Salem beat DuQuoin by the final of 9-1. In boys high school tennis from earlier this week, Newton beat Mount Carmel. The final there was 5-1. In college baseball action, with 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th, Wabash Valley beat Columbia State on Tuesday. 13-12 was the final in that game. Olney Central split with Lincoln Trail, falling 10-0 in Game 1, but winning Game 2 16-3, and Frontier beat Kaskaskia 12-9. In college softball, Frontier was swept by Lincoln Trail. They lost 15-7 and 7-0. That does it for us tonight. We're still working through a few issues. In fact, none of our streaming platform in terms of watching News Channel 15 live on my15news.com or through the Cablecast apps on all smart devices isn't working. We hope to have that restored tomorrow. Patience there. That's all because of the storm. We'll be here to keep you posted if anything happens weather-wise, and otherwise, we will see you again soon for more news, weather, and sports. Kyle Peach from all of us at News Channel 15. Have a great night.